If you're new to fasting, or maybe you've tried it before but you're struggling to see results, honestly, I'm not surprised. There is so much mixed information trying to sell you something. Fasting Tube is independent and focusing on real information. Let's get started with today's video.
The question, what is the solid scientific proof that intermittent fasting works? Steve, great question and one we should always ask. Here is just some recent scientific research supporting the benefits of fasting. University of Illinois Chicago, daily fasting works for weight loss, finds report on 16:8 diet. University of Alabama Birmingham, there's new evidence that Silicon Valley's favorite diet has benefits that go beyond weight loss. University of Florida, intermittent fasting seems to be a good thing. New report suggests intermittent fasting leads to significant weight loss, slows aging. UF Research Review finds fasting the microbiome to treat diabetes. All of the above has links to the actual research performed. This is just a very small representation on the research support the benefits of fasting. I know it works because I fast every day and have had amazing results. If you want to learn more about my simple lifestyle, see below. The number one way to lose weight and live healthy for a lifetime is to adopt a lifestyle that is fun. One that is sustainable and indefinite. Our current strategy is not working as the majority of Americans and most of the world are obese or overweight starting while still children. Calorie counting is gone. The key to your success will be a strategy that will lower and regulate your insulin levels. Insulin will cycle and that is okay. It is when it remains high that causes all the problems. Remember, once you reach your goal, you will definitely have some flexibility and the tools to stay on course. Insulin over calories. Focus on your insulin levels and not on calories. Counting calories does not work. In order to lose fat and build muscle, to successfully lose your excess fat, it will not be about reducing calories, but about reducing insulin levels. Calorie reduction, restriction, does not provide you with permanent plan because it reduces your metabolism and in the long run you will gain back all the weight you lost and more. Calories restriction is downright miserable. Here is how you can regulate your insulin in just 4 words. Fast daily and eat responsibly. These 4 simple words are the proper diet plan you are looking for. Hold to these words every day and you will be successful in losing body fat around the belly and the waist. The most effective way to reduce your insulin levels is by fasting. Fast daily. Fasting is critical to your success, more so than food and more so than exercise. First and foremost, fasting is not starvation. It is just a period of time where you stop ingesting food and the body utilizes stored fuel. We are designed to operate this way. There are many different styles of fasting. I am only referencing water-only fast, that are effective and supported by research. No juice fast, no veggies fast, just water, black coffee and tea with no additions. The key is to reduce your insulin levels in your body in order to burn the excess fat stored in your body. No fat burn, no weight loss, that's simple. I recommend a combination of intermittent fasting techniques, time-restricted feeding TRF and periodic water-only fasting. D. TRF, daily time-restricted feeding. D. TRF is when you eat in a defined eating window and fast the remainder of the day. You want to start out with a 16:8 strategy, eating all of your meals in an 8-hour window and fasting for 16 hours. Most start by skipping breakfast, eating lunch around 12 to 1 p.m. and dinner around 8. The sooner you can compress the feeding window down to 46 hours, the better your results. I personally practice D. TRF with a feeding window of 45 hours. An alternative plan that could be even more beneficial but a little more difficult in a family setting and supported by current research, would be to have your breakfast at 8 a.m. and your last meal at 4 p.m. with no snacks between 4 p.m. and 8 a.m. the next morning. Please note you need to stay hydrated while fasting. Consuming 34 liters of water per day should be adequate. Periodic water-only fast. In an effort to accelerate weight loss and cell rebuilding, everyone should have an annual fasting schedule. General health issues would require less frequency and shorter periods, while those working to lose large amounts of weight and dealing with major health issues would increase the frequency and length of the fast. I would recommend starting with a monthly periodic fast in combination with daily TRF. A periodic fast is when you will fast for 2 to 5 days with water, coffee or tea only. During this time your body will run on fat stores, accelerating your weight loss, can burn up to a pound per day. The key to long-term benefits is when you break your extended fast. Do not gorge, take it easy and eat high-quality veggies and proteins, preferably plant proteins. At the end of your fast, your body has developed high levels of human growth hormones and will generate stem cells to rebuild organs and muscles. The one question I see a lot is, will you gain the weight back when you stop fasting? The answer is no, but I always ask, why would anyone go back to a place where they were miserable and on a road to an early death? Enjoy your new life. Fasting adds 30% to your life expectancy for those that practice it throughout their life. I tell people, don't worry, once you cross over, you will never want to go back. Fasting comes in so many forms. You will always have a variety of ways to maintain your health utilizing fasting. For managing your optimal health, I always suggest, once you reach your target weight, to change up your routine, periodic, TRF, 5, 2, 24, 24, etc. Eat plants, better you with better earth, food, think plants, plants, plants. Next is to minimize your insulin spikes by making smart food choices. Change in diet, from animal to plant, can and should be gradual, starting with the elimination of sugar, refined carbs and the reduction of processed meats. Carbs are not bad, just eat them whole. In order to maintain your gut microbiome, you need to make sure your food has 3,040 grams of dietary fiber found in what we call MAX, microbiota accessible carbohydrates. MAX are required food for your gut bacteria, and without them our body does not work properly, including weight loss. 80% of the immune system and in our gut. Please be good to your gut and feed it daily. Processed meats are bad, period. High fiber minimizes insulin spikes, and that is good. To get the best out of your diet, I recommend a predominantly whole foods plant-based diet. Veggies, some fermented, beans, legumes, whole grains, nuts, seeds and small amounts of plant-based oils. In the beginning, limit the foods that will spike your insulin, and if by eating plants you can never eat too many calories. I recommend staying away from any of the processed vegan and plant-based foods other than, say, plant burgers, Impossible, Memphis, Beyond, and tofu, non-GMO and organic. The whole plant is always better than the manufactured plant. When it comes time to eat, I just eat. I do not count calories or serving sizes. I just eat until I am full. It is that simple. Do this and you will succeed. Move daily. I recommend you do anything that gets you butt off the sofa and your body moving. Just doing body weight exercises in the beginning with some cardio can have some amazing results and requires zero money or space. I do mostly pull-ups, push-ups, dips, squats and plank. I try to get in at least 10 minutes a day of planking. If I go to a gym, just occasionally, I do dumbbells. I run for the health and mental benefits. Serotonin. Next, add more intense resistance exercises to increase your muscle mass. Heavier the weight and less reps build bigger muscles, and lighter weight more reps will increase tone and definition. The key to burning maximum fat is to always exercise while fasted. I have run up to 20 miles fully fasted with no issues or fatigue. I have done Spartan workouts 44 hours into a fast, had great energy during the workout and felt great when done. Fat burning athletes are 6 to 8% more efficient when it comes to oxygen consumption. The coolest this is the body's ability to adapt to fat burning over glucose. Note: remember, fasting is a tool and you use it when you need it. Active periods and maintenance periods. Combined with a proper plant-based diet, you will be able to go from the brake to the accelerator with the most success. The one question I see a lot is, will you gain the weight back when you stop fasting? The answer is no, as long as you stick with your responsible eating. I always ask, why would anyone go back to a place where they were miserable and on a road to an early death? Enjoy your new life. Fasting adds 30% to your life expectancy for those that practice it throughout their life. I tell people, don't worry, once you cross over, you will never want to go back. Fasting comes in so many forms. You will always have a variety of ways to maintain your health utilizing fasting. For managing your optimal health, I always suggest, once you reach your target weight, to change up your routine, periodic, TRF, 5, 2, 24, 24, etc. Health should be an adventure you want to go on and not one that is dreaded every day. In my quest to make 60 the new 30, I use this strategy on a daily basis. I enjoy it and feel the benefits daily. This lifestyle will give you total control over your body, mind, weight, and health. All you need to do is embrace it. Change is intentional. Are you ready? Let me know if this has been helpful, as I am always evaluating how effective my answers are on Quora. If you have any questions, use the message feature here on Quora and I will help as much as I can. Always seek the advice of a medical professional if you do not feel comfortable or are experiencing medical conditions that require their assistance. Rob Stellan, 55-year-old fasting vegan, walking the walk to help others with the daily struggles of life. Join me on my 5-year journey to make 60 the new 30, Rob's Healthy Living page, 5 steps to a better you, and Instagram, Twitter at Rob Stellan. You have been purchased at a price, so glorify God in your body. 1 Corinthians 6:20. For more answers, or a full guideline on fasting, check out the links in the description below.